Check it. Alright guys, what's up? We got another video from DataZero. This is your weekly outlook and prediction. We'll be looking at AMC, GME, SPY, Bitcoin, the overall stock market, and the overall cryptocurrency market. We'll be looking at fear and greed, much more, charts, technicals, data. You do not want to miss a second of this video. It's cram-packed of information that you need to know as a trader and investor. Let's go ahead and waste no more time and give you guys the outlook and prediction for this week. I think we are witnessing history, ladies and gentlemen. I literally think we are seeing history in the market. Nvidia hitting crazy numbers. Bitcoin about to see massive moves. So much excitement. Let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We're also going to be looking at Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the overall stock market. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. We're going to be looking at the charts, the facts, and data based off of my research. Again, this is just my research and my opinions. Please do your own research and technical analysis before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and give you guys your weekly outlook and prediction for this week. We're going to start off the video with a bit of news, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off the video with a bit of news coming out right here in Investor Business Daily. Dow Jones Future NVIDIA reversal is a wake-up call for the AI-led market. Now, I was telling everybody how AI is the leader of the rally right now. It's the AI narrative driving these rallies to new highs. That's why we're seeing a concentration of the overall rallies and surges in this technology stocks, in these semiconductor stocks, in names like NVIDIA, in names like Microsoft, in names like Meta. These AI companies are seeing massive gains, and this is why I do believe we are in a bubble. Again, let me know in the comments down below, do you think that this is a new bull run, or do you think this is a bubble? Again, I'm open to discussion. I really want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. So let me know in the comments down below, do you think this is a new bull run, or do you think that we are in a bubble? Personally, I think that we are in a bubble, and that's why we're seeing signs of rallies in these concentrated names and not throughout the market like you would see in a normal bull run. You're not seeing a overall rally in the smaller caps that moves to the mid caps, that moves to the larger caps like a normal bull run would occur, which I talked about in my previous video. So that's why I think we're in an overall bubble. I see that the narrative is changing again. For them to even put out this kind of fear, they were pumping the markets earlier, saying NVIDIA to 800, NVIDIA to 1,000. They were literally putting out crazy price targets for SPY 550, S&P 500, 5,500, crazy price targets. They were pumping the market. They wanted this bubble to happen. They wanted this to happen, and I believe seeing the narrative is changing now is signs that we could see some bearishness, and I believe that the charts are also saying that we could see some signs of some bearishness as well, and we're going to get into that here in this video. We're going to go ahead and hop into the cryptocurrency markets right now and just show you guys what's going on, and then hop back into the stock market, S&P 500. But right now, Bitcoin is consolidating. I believe that Bitcoin is getting ready to set up for a pop to the upside. I believe that Bitcoin is about to wind up, make a move over this $69,200 level and hold that position. I said in my previous videos before that Bitcoin was probably going to consolidate over the weekend. Again, we're seeing a lot of new money flow into Bitcoin with the spot ETFs. They're doing extremely well. BlackRock currently being the leader of the spot ETFs. Again, they need to buy Bitcoin every single time that they get money and orders for the spot ETF. So it's literally pumping money into the Bitcoin market. We have never seen this before in a Bitcoin bull run. We have never seen this many people know about crypto in a crypto bull run, and I believe that I might be underestimating some of the price targets. I think that $80,000 is a logical and very safe price target, but honestly, in my personal opinion, we might see higher than that. Again, $80,000 is a very safe price target, but we could see higher than that because we are not even at the halving yet. We have so many different factors and fundamentals in play right now. Large institutional money coming in. We're starting to see Bitcoin start to flow with the market. You notice that we had this pop to the upside here on the Bitcoin ETF here in the early morning, and that is when Bitcoin absolutely exploded to that $70,000 range here with that ETF pop to the upside as well. So I believe that here on Monday, we could see a pop to the upside here for BTC, moving past that 69.2K level and then getting a pop to the upside, sustaining that $70,000 to $72,000 price range. And if BTC does move in that $72,000 price range, that is allowing BTC to get into price discovery mode, which will allow BTC to absolutely go crazy. And of course, if BTC does hold those levels and stay above all-time highs, I believe altcoins will go absolutely insane as well. I will be giving you guys some altcoin picks. I know you guys been asking about some altcoin picks, so we'll be talking about that in the future. And we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency a lot more, watching it and tracking their movements. Ethereum trying to break over $4,000. I think Ethereum will be able to break and hold this as well once BTC makes its move. Right now, Bitcoin is pretty much the leader. The way the money flows is into Bitcoin, then it flows into the altcoins, and it circulates that way. That is the way the cryptocurrency market works. Money flows into Bitcoin, then it starts to trickle down into the lower cap projects. So this is what you can expect for this bull run as well. I believe that we are entering dangerous territory as far as the fear and greed is concerned. I was looking at fear and greed sitting at 84 right now. So if you do see major swings, I do expect major swings to happen, but Bitcoin is in an overall uptrend, and the major catalyst, the halving, is not yet happened. So I do think we could still see a lot more potential to the upside. Even $80,000 would be another 20% run. So I do think we could see a lot more upside for BTC and the cryptocurrency market here in the near future. We also have to watch the crypto market cap, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto market cap sitting at $2.7 trillion. $2.7 trillion, almost at all-time highs. You can see that 2.8, 2.9 is around the all-time high for the crypto market cap, almost $3 trillion in total. Some charts do say $3 trillion. So we are approaching that all-time high in market cap as well. And this is something to take note of because a ton of money is coming into the crypto space. And again, I think I could be underestimating what we could see as far as gains in the crypto market. Now, again, those are my predictions for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin, once the market opens here around Monday or Tuesday, seeing a pop to the upside, holding that $70,000 range. Ethereum moving up as well. And then if Bitcoin goes in that range, possibly seeing a higher pop if it can hold 72K, going into price discovery mode. And then, of course, altcoins absolutely taking off. So I think it's about to get very exciting here in the crypto market in the next coming days and weeks very, very shortly. Let's go ahead and move into SPY, showing you guys what's going on for SPY. Again, I talked about the narrative changing. I talked about some things that we are seeing here in SPY, some of the bigger names starting to pull back. And I talked about this in my video. I said, hey, if you start to see NVIDIA pull back, that is going to be signs that this bubble is possibly popping. And we are seeing a sharp drop down here for NVIDIA, not being able to catch support, filling these gaps. And I told everybody that this would happen, that once you do start to see this pullback, it is going to be a very, very fast pullback. So we are seeing this happen in real time. Again, NVIDIA snapping back down to the downside, coming back down to reality. Hopefully you were able to make some profits on the way up, but if you are greatly in profit, you might want to start taking some profits, taking some risk off the table. Again, NVIDIA could see another pop to the upside, but this looks like a relative top right here, possibly starting to form a overall head and shoulders, a nasty head and shoulders on top of this massive rally, would cause NVIDIA to absolutely come crashing down, which would be absolutely devastating for the market. And that is what we are potentially seeing here as well. NASDAQ in a massive rising wedge. As you guys can see, this rising wedge is going to break to the downside, and NASDAQ is also going to see a sharp move to the downside. Multiple gap fills. All of those turquoise lines that you see are gap fills. This market is literally built on air. Again, more signs that I do think it is in a bubble, in my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think it's a new bull run or a bubble? Me personally think it's a bubble. Again, more signs that we are going to see a sharp move to the downside once we do see this correction, and I am hedged against this. Me personally, I'm holding SQQQ, which gives me dividends while I wait. I'm simply holding shares, and then once the market does go down, you will see profit off of that as I am holding SQQQ. Again, extremely risky. You want to make sure that you do your research before buying any stock or crypto asset, but that is something I'm using to hedge against this bubble and also potentially make a bag on the way down, where I could then buy the assets that are looking very, very good for the future, including Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So this is what I'm looking at for NASDAQ and SPY. NASDAQ, I do think we are going to be seeing some pullback. I'm going to give you guys some levels, some numbers to look for, and some indications of support and resistance and technicals that we could potentially see. NASDAQ kind of forming a falling wedge type structure right now. It's a little too early to tell. We have multiple formations that could be formed here, possible head and shoulders, a falling wedge. I think that NASDAQ is going, or SPY is going to try to go into a falling wedge type structure, which will have a sloping resistance such as this, kind of bouncing on the way down, then getting a pop to the upside, which therefore would overall form a head and shoulders. I think that we're going to be seeing bearishness on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to be seeing bearishness on Monday, possibly even Tuesday as well, as we move back down towards 507 and 504. Okay, I believe that we're going to be moving to the downside on SPY, retesting some of these lower levels. Again, it is a bit too early to tell because I don't have the technicals that I would normally have as far as patterns or anything like that. But what I'm looking at based off the MACD, the momentum and everything else is showing that SPY is having a lot more trouble pushing up, making these new highs. It's starting to lose momentum. If we go ahead and look at what's happening on the bigger time frames, you guys can see RSI completely out of control. Ladies and gentlemen, RSI sitting at 76 here on the weekly time frame. Also, weekly candle print, a huge, massive doji. This is an indication of a possible top. You guys can see that we have this massive rally. Then you have a red doji right here. Dojis are normally indication of a trend change. This could be a sign of a possible top. You can see MACD starting to curl down. Again, indications that we could see some bearishness. Now, is this the time to jump on a short and get crazy? No, we are starting to see cracks in the market, okay? We're starting to see cracks. We're starting to see stocks like Apple slowly fade. If you go ahead and look at Apple's chart, Apple's been slowly fading to the downside, making it overall triple top or head and shoulders type pattern here. You guys can see that it's losing massive support right here underneath that 173 level. Nvidia starting to pull back, some of the bigger tech names starting to pull back. So we are starting to see cracks in the market, but this is not the time to start jumping on a short. I will have plays in the Discord. Again, this part of the market is going to be very, very difficult to navigate. We've been absolutely crushing it in the Discord, 100% win rate right now for the weekly trades. I will be putting more trades for you guys out there, but this is going to be extremely difficult to navigate. So do navigate this with care if you are trading. Again, I think we could be seeing signs of the market starting to top out, possibly start to move to the downside, but we want to wait for that overall downtrend to officially form before start hopping on puts and start hopping on SQQQ calls, getting that bag on the way down as we normally do with these quick movements to the up and down side on the weekly basis. So again, this is what I'm looking at for SPY, moving back down towards 510, 508 in that range. I have critical support and resistance for you guys. You can see the Bollinger Band starting to constrict here. Red MACD, this is not looking good for continuing to the upside. We might see a quick pop up to about 514 before moving down, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm looking at here on Monday. But overall, Monday, I am expecting bearishness, okay? I'm expecting to probably start topping out and make a lower high and then move to the downside, possibly moving down on Tuesday as well, forming that overall falling wedge that we are looking for and or head and shoulders. I think we're going to form a falling wedge. So you heard it here first. If this does play out, if you see a forming falling wedge type structure moving down into Monday and Tuesday, actually I'm going to just leave this here. I do think this is going to be pretty accurate for what we're seeing. Again, moving down Monday and Tuesday with a little bit of bearishness. As far as data coming out, this is going to be the week of 11th to the 15th. So as far as data coming out, we have core inflation, which is going to be absolutely huge. That's popping out here on Tuesday, which you could possibly see a move to the downside. On Thursday, we are looking at, let's see right here, again, on Thursday, we're looking at PPI as well. So this is going to be huge. And then on Friday, we're looking at Michigan consumer sentiment. Not so big, still a 3-star data set. But here on Thursday, PPI, which is going to be a big one. And then Tuesday, absolutely huge banger right here. Core inflation and year-over-year inflation. That's going to be huge numbers that we're going to be looking at closely here on the channel. I will be streaming this live. So if you guys want to see this data and how it reacts to the market live, go ahead and check that out. But again, if those inflation numbers do not come out good, that's going to be more doom and gloom for the market, possibly seeing that move to the downside that we are looking for here based off the charts and the data. Now, let's go ahead and move into the meme stock, showing you guys what's going on for AMC, GME, giving you guys an update and prediction on what I think we could be seeing for the meme stocks. Again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what I'm looking at on the charts is a bit of bearishness. So I am going to warn you that up front, we have 650,000 shares available to borrow for AMC. And then, of course, we have 50,000 shares available to borrow for GME. Let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on in the charts and what we could potentially see. Again, very, very sharp move here down from GME here on Friday. Very, very drastic move. We kind of have this head and shoulders playing out. Right here is a shoulder. Right here is a head. Right here is a shoulder. Possible movement to the downside back down towards 1425. 1425 is a very good price target that I have for GME stock that I do think we will be hitting. I think that we're going to see a bit of consolidation possibly Monday, or a further move to the downside. So again, I am looking at a little bit of bearishness for the meme stocks over the first half of the week. I think we're going to see a movement to the downside, trying to find our support before we can pop back to the upside and then move back in that overall direction that we want to see the meme stocks move in. Recent high for GameStop of 1588, so it is looking strong. It is showing signs of strength. Overall, when in doubt, zoom out. We're still breaking out of this falling wedge. We are still overall tracking with the market cycle psychology, making a higher low. I'm going to go ahead and pop off the Bollinger Band so you guys can see. As long as we don't break below $11.83, we're still tracking with that overall market cycle psychology for breaking into our disbelief rally. Again, we're still in the depression phase for the meme stocks. Do not get it twisted. We are still in the depression stage for meme stocks. We need to see this overall GME push to about $18. We need to see AMC push to about $10 to $12, and that will be signifying an overall disbelief rally in both of these particular stocks. Okay, so again, GME needs to move to about $18. AMC needs to move to about $10 to $12. I do think this is going to be happening. Okay, I do think that this is going to be happening, but we have to play out the bottom. We have to do what we need to do to build a bullish base to move to the upside. If not, we're just going to keep coming up and then crashing down, coming up and crashing down. If you don't build support on your way up, you're not going to be able to have a sustainable rally. Now, again, GME, I think it's going to be coming back down to about 1425. So do look for lower lows here on GME stock. Probably going to print out a red week. I'm looking at a red week for SPY. I'm looking at a red week for GME as well. Let's go ahead and go into AMC and show you guys what's going on for AMC, and then finish up the weekly outlook and prediction. And again, I will be live on Monday and Tuesday to give you guys the updates and predictions as they do come out as the market is open. AMC getting a big move to the downside. If you didn't watch my last video, what happened with AMC stock, they dumped over 1 million short shares on AMC. 2.8 million short shares was used on Friday. Well, not 2.8, but they had 2.8 million at the start of Friday. And by the end of Friday, they only had 650,000. So you guys can do the math. They're using over 1 million short shares to dump on AMC's head. And that had a decent move to the downside as we broke back inside of this bear flag that we have been tracking here on the channel. Now, again, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what we're looking at now is a possible retest of the bear flag as resistance. So what we need AMC to do, again, it's going to be a battle. So you want to tune in live if you want to watch the battle unfold. AMC needs to pop back above $4.40 at this point. It was $4.25, but the bear flag is obviously a rising support and rising resistance. So we're seeing these numbers increase. And again, you need to tune into the channel to get these numbers and figures as they do come out and the technicals as they do come out. So $4.40 is what we need to see AMC reclaim. Will we be able to do that? Right now, it looks like we're probably going to be rejecting to the downside. What I'm expecting on Monday is consolidation throughout the first half of the week or first half of the pre-market. I'll go ahead and show you guys what that will potentially look like, and then possibly seeing a move to the downside. Again, we need to see AMC come back above $4.40, but what I'm thinking is going to be happening is a bit of consolidation. Then we're going to see a move to the downside for AMC stock, possibly going down towards $4.25 and that $4 price target. So I need everybody to be aware of that happening possibly Monday or Tuesday as the bear flag begins to break down. Now, if we can get back above $4.40, we could hit that $4.50 level, which could then give us a gamma ramp and push us back up. But this is why they're fighting so hard on AMC right now. Everybody needs to be aware of what's going on for AMC. Right now, we have a setup where we're right under critical levels of support that if we get just a little bit higher, we'll get a boost to the upside, and then we'll be able to take off because $4.50 is a critical and psychological support and resistance. There's also gamma there, but more importantly, the $5 level, which is holding a lot of calls normally each and every week, which would see us a push to the upside as well. So they want to fight very, very hard to keep us under that $5 level. You can see that AMC kind of pushed up, making a head and shoulders as well, kind of making this shoulder right here, a head right here, shoulder right here, pushing down back inside of the bear flag. We could potentially see a breakdown of that on Monday and Tuesday. Again, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I need to tell you exactly what's happening so you can play your position exactly how you need to play it. So I am thinking that AMC is possibly going to see another red week as well, consolidating but not making a lower low. And I want to also inform everybody that if we do see a sharp drop down, I'm expecting a big pop to the upside, not like a major V-shaped recovery, but I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here throughout the week. Basically, if we see a drop down, I'm expecting it to make a rally back to the upside because of the characteristics that I'm seeing in AMC stock, because of the bullish nature that I'm seeing in AMC stock. I do think that if we did have a drop down to $4, that would actually give us a nice pop back up to at least $4.50 where we could then recover. So it is not doom and gloom. It's not we're going in an overall downtrend. It's not we're making a new low. It's nothing like that. It's a $4 price target. Find support there and then get a push back to the upside. That's what I'm thinking is going to be happening. And we did talk about this last week potentially, but we had that battle of $4.50 where we did get above. You guys can see it playing out very, very clearly. Using that level of support, seeing a push to the upside, $4.90. Then they start using the shares, trying to get it down. People step in. People try to buy. They start using shares again, trying to stop momentum. And this is the battle as old of time on AMC stock that we will continue to fight. Keep fighting. I'm holding shares. I know a ton of people that are still buying shares. I'm buying shares here and there, and we are doing our thing again. It is going to be zero or MOAS for me on AMC stock. I am interested in other plays as well, and I talk about them very passionately here on the channel, but I will never, ever abandon AMC stock. I will continue to hold my shares, zero or MOAS. And again, there are other plays out here available that I suggest everybody look at, but I am not a financial advisor. Again, if you're not holding Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is going to be one of the biggest opportunities that we have in our lifetime. I still think AMC is an opportunity. I still think GME is an opportunity. I still think the potential short play for the pop of this bubble is an opportunity. But me, I never put my eggs in one basket. And when it comes to these mega home run hitter plays, I like to have more than one in my pocket. And again, I have the Bitcoin play. I have SQQQ. I have AMC. I have GME. I've talked about these for quite some time. Bitcoin is finally starting to play out. I believe that Bitcoin is actually going to decouple from the market when the bubble pops. I believe that the bubble is going to pop. I believe Bitcoin is going to decouple from the market. I believe once Bitcoin decouples from the market, we're also going to see when the bubble pops, AMC and GME have a potential rally as well because of the plumbing of the stock market, because of the way of a short squeeze works, the lack of liquidity. I believe that AMC and GME will also see a pop to the upside. Again, everybody needs to do their own research, but based off what I'm seeing, this is the facts, and I'm literally just waiting for each and every one of my home run plays to play out. Again, Bitcoin finally starting to play out. I think the market is going to start to fade. I think Bitcoin is going to decouple and keep going, and I think that my predictions are in the future, in hindsight, looking back, going to be very, very accurate. And again, I believe that we're witnessing history here in the market right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your weekly outlook and prediction. Again, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think we're going to see bearishness overall in AMC, GME, and SPY throughout this week. And again, I gave you guys technical details to look for, numbers to look for in this video. So if you want to go ahead and run that back, if you want to support the channel, all you have to do is drop a like and leave a comment. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching this video. If you catch this live, I appreciate you as well. If you didn't catch this live, you can go ahead and watch the replay, or you can watch it broken down in the video format and edited for your convenience. As always, y'all, I appreciate each and every one of you. Have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is $150 for a lifetime invite, but it literally pays for itself with the weekly trades. If you guys want to get ahead and start making money with your portfolio, go ahead and hit me up. DataZeroOfficial5, link down in the description below is my email, DataZeroOfficial5. Go ahead and look it up. I have all the information that you need to contact me. I have Instagram and Twitter as well, but I prefer you contacting me on email. I appreciate each and every one of you that watched the end of this video because it does help out very much when you guys watch the entire video. If you want to help out even more, leave a like in the video and comment down below. And again, I want to know your honest opinions. Do you think this is a new bull run or a bubble in the market? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.